All right, I have the Kia Sorento. For 2024, we get a total refresh. So the front and rear design looks totally different. And we get a new trim, the X Pro trim, which is a little higher ground clearance. Well, it's actually the same as the X line, but it gets beefier tires, a little bit more towing. It's a little more rugged. Kia Sorento, honestly, one of my favorite mid-size three-row SUVs. I think it has a huge amount of value. It has so many features for the amount. It, this wolf gray looks really sharp. I love the black contrast grille. The headlights changed for 2024. The hood changed. The lower bumper changed. It's all new for 2024. What do you think? Like I say, Sorrento's always been one of my favorites, and I love it because of the interior features, but the exterior just looks even better than before. We also get some new wheel designs, and I'm not a fan of these, I'll be honest. The square shapes just kind of throw me off. I feel like wheels are circular. They should have circular shapes in them. Again, the back updated for 2024. These rear lights are different and new. The new logo, the X-Line badge, power lift gate. And then typical for a mid-size three-row, we don't have a lot of room back here behind the third row. I would say pretty non-existent, a couple small suitcases and then a jack. And there must be a spare underneath that because there is a jack. So then we get tether for car seats in all 4 spots and latch in the second row. Let's hop in the third row and see how much room there is. Okay, I was wrong. There is actually 4 latch infant car seat systems in here, so that's pretty great. But I will say these seats are so low to the ground. And as I mentioned, it's a mid-size three-row. It's not, I wouldn't say these are like full-time three-row seats because look how far my legs are up off the seat. I mean, it's just really not very comfortable. But I will say we have cup holders, USB-C chargers, speakers, but I don't see vents anywhere. So that's an issue. But these do powerful. There's a button and then they just manual pull up. But the 4 latch is a nice touch because you could easily have infants and toddlers comfortably back here. Although the third row is not really a full-time third row, in my opinion, this second row is full of luxury features. First of all, we have this giant panoramic sunroof, which I absolutely love. It goes all the way behind this second row here. We have the second row captain's chairs and this fabulous leather. It's like a perforated because these are heated seats. I love that. Really luxurious touches on the door. We have wood and leather. We have nice cup holders here. Again, these are heated seats and we have a nice Bose sound system. Plus we get window shades, and I'm not seeing that in all categories, not even in some luxury SUVs right now, which blows me away. And then we get USB-C chargers, vents, a household, and a 12-volt back here, as well as this floor being nice and flat and just very spacious feeling in here. Nice big dual 12.3-inch screens, all digital as you can see, really nice and responsive, and it curves towards the driver. Standard wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, which I love, and this contrasting wood and black, it looks so sharp with one big vent along the dash, nice and clean. And then this cool tech came from, I believe, the Sportage and the EV6, where you can just flip between, this is now music and media, and now it's climate, which, I mean, I think this is pretty cool. And then we have heated and ventilated seats, a wireless charging pad up here, and then a cool USB-C charger where you can flip between whether or not you're connected to the car or it's just charging, and then another USB-C where it's just charging. Cool kind of square cup holders and a nice gear shift knob, different drive and train modes. We have normal, eco, sport, and smart modes, and then we have sand, mud, and snow modes as well, and our heated steering wheel button is over here. The cool thing about some Kias and Hyundais is this side view camera. When you're changing lanes, it's kind of handy to make sure there's not a bicyclist or a pedestrian beside you. And I think there's just so much value in this interior for this price point. Let's talk about that. Okay, so there's 4 powertrain options for the Sorento: hybrid, plug-in hybrid, 1.6 liter, and a 2.5 liter turbo, which is through. I'm looking at some car that's just stopped in the road for no reason. This is the 2.5 liter turbo inline 4-cylinder, 281 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque. The X Line, this one, and the X Pro both have a higher ground clearance than the other trims, and the X Pro can tow more. So this one tows 3,500 pounds, but the X Pro can tow 4,500 pounds. This is an 8-speed automatic, and I've really enjoyed the drive. It's very comfortable. I love the 6-seat configuration. Has every bell and whistle I want on my SUV. As I mentioned, I think the Sorento is just packed full of value. There's just nothing I don't need in this car. So if you're good with a midsize SUV and you don't need like a ton of towing capacity and you don't need a ton of room behind the third row, this is just such a great SUV in my opinion. So you can also get it in a plug-in hybrid and in a hybrid. In this gas version, you can get a less powerful 1.6 liter. This is the 2.5 liter turbo, so a little more powerful than the base Sorento. The Sorento starts at 41,724 Canadian, or about 33,000 US dollars. As I mentioned, this is the X Line Limited. I think I said Ultimate before, but Limited, which is the top most featured out trim of the Sorento gas version. And so this one will set you back just under 51,000 Canadian and just under 45,000 US dollars. So again, huge value for that price point. Family SUV. It looks great. It has every feature I could possibly want, including rear window shades and wireless CarPlay and a big touch screen and heated seats and a heated steering wheel and everything I love in my car. Plus, it's great to drive, great backup camera, great maneuverability. What do you think? I love it. Leave me a question or a comment and we'll see you soon.